The Philippines has been reportedly blacklisted by China as a tourist destination amid issues in the Pogo sector, but one senator says it could just be a warning message from Beijing. Prices of onions and vegetable varieties remain high, prompting the Agriculture Department to implement SRPs and check on other potential bottlenecks. And Pag-asa continues to monitor a tropical depression off the coast of Aurora. Signal number 1 is now raised in parts of Cagayan Valley and Central Luzon. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Court of Appeals has denied the plea of Rappler CEO Maria Ressa and former researcher Reynaldo Santos to overturn their cyber libel conviction. The CA's 4th Division ruled that the arguments raised in their motion for reconsideration were already resolved. The two were convicted back in 2020 over a Rappler article which reported on the alleged illegal activities of businessman Wilfredo Keng. In a statement, Ressa said she is disappointed but not surprised over the decision. The camp of Ressa and Santos will be elevating the case to the Supreme Court. Now, the camp of former Senator Laila de Lima says they have not yet received any formal offer to have her put under house arrest. De Lima's legal counsel, attorney Rolly Peoro, told Frontline tonight that they welcome the initial offers and sentiments to transfer the former senator to a safer facility. But as of now, no formal offer has yet been made.
Malugod ho naming kinasasayayan na may mga ganyang pag-uusap at mga balita, pero sa totoo lang ho, wala pa ho kaming formal na natatanggap mula sa prosecution na ganyang offer. Moving forward, ang kailangan ho talaga namin, pinupush namin yung immediate release or at the very least, maaprubahan yung kanyang piyansa, yung bail.
The Lima's camp is also hoping for a speedy dismissal of the cases against the former senator now that more witnesses have come forward to retract their testimonies. Rafael Ragos, one of the key witnesses in the Lima's drug case, has asked for his previous affidavits and testimonies be removed from record. Now, prices of red onion and some vegetable varieties have gone up, putting more stress on consumers. Shaila Francisco with a story.
Higher prices of red onions alone are enough to make you cry. In Metro Manila markets, red onions now cost up to 250 pesos per kilo. To temper prices, the Agriculture Department has set a suggested retail price of 170 pesos per kilo effective Wednesday. But retailers say they may not be able to comply.
Aba, luging-lugi kami. Ang namumuhunan na yata kami ng 200 per kilo o 190.
The DA says the SRP will help identify why prices are rising despite stable supply. Currently, retail prices are much higher compared to wholesale prices. The wholesale price of red onion in Balintawak is between 145 to 170 pesos, much lower than the 180 to 250 peso range in markets.
Pag nag-ikot naman po ang market master and ang enforcement team, meron naman pong chance ang ating mga retailers to explain bakit ganun ang presyo. Pero rest assured sa ating mga consumers, tinututukan po natin ang presyo ng red onions and we will ensure na tama po ang presyo. So hindi lamang po ang ating retailer ang ating tinitingnan ang presyo, pati po wholesaler.
Aside from this, consumers are also struggling with vegetables getting more expensive. Lowland varieties, for one, have gone up by as much as 60 pesos from a month ago. Highland vegetables are also 50 pesos more expensive.
Napakamahal na ang gulay para sa mga Pilipino. Afford pa rin naman nung mga may kaya talaga, pero yung mga middle income pababa, nararamdaman na talaga. Mas mahal ngayon, mas malaking halaga ang binabayad ko ngayon kumpara before.
Meanwhile, prices of refined sugar still haven't gone down. As of end September, prices in supermarkets go as high as 134 pesos, while wet markets sell refined sugar by up to 110 pesos a kilo. The DA plans to release an SRP on refined sugar by November. The agency still mum on the target price, but sources say the SRP could be up to 85 pesos per kilo. As for vegetables, there will be no SRP due to volatile price movements, but the DA will set up more kadiwa centers to provide cheaper options for consumers. Shaila Francisco, WR1 News.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Persistent pogo issues in the country have reportedly prompted the Chinese government to place the Philippines under its tourism blacklist. Mayan Los Baños with the details.
Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGOs have had a series of issues hounding its back. From alleged cases of kidnapping to prostitution, the industry has since faced a downturn. Chinese ambassador to the Philippines Wang Xilian also raised his concern in a meeting with Senate President Mig Subiri. Gambling is illegal in China and the Chinese government has since appealed for support from other countries to regulate its operations. But with POGO still operating in the Philippines, China has reportedly included the country in its tourism blacklist.
Because of the problem of pogo, Ambassador Wang said that the Philippines now is blacklisted and tourists are are discouraged to go to the Philippines because of this particular problem of Pogo.
According to Senator Gatchalian, the blacklist statement only serves as a warning.
Let me qualify, hindi pa ini-implement yan. There's a possibility. No? So, we have to wait for the official pronouncement ng Chinese Embassy. But based on our conversation, because ang conversation namin is about Pogo, yan ang lumalabas. They might restrict tourists coming here.
According to NEDA and the Chinese government, nearly 2 million Chinese tourists visited the country in 2019. This year, it significantly dropped to around 22,000. Zubiri said lawmakers now have to decide if they will ban Pogo operations or not. However, the Association of Service Providers and Pogos appealed to senators to take into account the industry's 61 billion peso contribution to national revenue in the last 6 years. Based on their data, about 23,000 Filipinos working in legitimate Pogo companies will also be left jobless if the government shuts down the industry.
Kami ay umaapila, no? Sumasamo sa ating Senado na timbangin mabuti, no, yung kagandahan na dudulot din ng Pogo ng mga service providers, lalo-lalo na sa ating mga kababayan, no? Sa pag-uwi, no, kung dapat bang ituloy o hindi ang Pogo.
Meanwhile, the Finance Department is confident that there will be industries that can compensate for the potential revenue loss.
We can attract industries with high value added, better, higher technical requirements, higher professional employment rate. We can get tourists as well, Mr. Chair. Then that should be more than enough to cover what we may potentially lose if Pogo exits the country.
Gatchalian remains firm that the country can survive without Pogos. He added that he may recommend the shutdown of Pogo operations to President Marcos. Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
In weather, Tropical Depression Maymay remains almost stationary over the Philippine Sea. As of 4 p.m., Pag-asa spotted its center some 265 kilometers east of Casiguran, Aurora. It is packing maximum wind speeds of 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Maymay will likely remain stationary before making landfall over Aurora on Wednesday or Thursday. It will then traverse central Luzon and may weaken into a remnant low as it crosses the Philippine landmass. Signal number 1 is still raised over Isabela, Quirino, Nueva Vizcaya, Aurora, Nueva Ecija, and parts of Quezon. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.